Hey Chris, I'm just getting ready to do this lab, h202. It's for the master cylinder. First thing you want me to do is check and clean it and locate it, open master. Okay, so this is a 1995 Ford F-150 classic. Anyways, so right here's the master cylinder. It's a little low, and the owner before me, he changed the brake booster and the check valve and the whole works, and couldn't figure out why the brakes weren't working, but I found out why. It's because he took the passenger side one off and left it completely off and crimped the brake line, and he had it resting against the exhaust, and it burnt a hole in it and was leaking a shit ton of oil out of it. Okay, anyways, sorry, off topic. It's low in oil, so I'm gonna have to fill it up. The cap, it's got no water or anything on it, and the sealant in here is fine. And the cap clearly says it takes .3 or DOT3, whatever, right there. Please use only DOT3 brake fluid from a sealed container. And found this laying around my garage. Looks pretty sealed. It's got a little bit in there, enough to do the trick. And alright, I'll fill her up. Hopefully I don't make too much of a mess now. Alright, so now it's full. It's, like I said, it's got a little bit of an angle to it, so it's about full. And, okay, I fell. Set that over there. Oh, drop the cap. Alright, work with me here. Alright, so cap's back on, and for some reason there's, okay. Anyways, there's, can't really see any leakage around here where it connects to the brake booster, and can't really tell of any leaks on the lines or anything. Down here it is a little rusty, so it does look like there might be a little bit of a leak actually right down here, but it's not wet or anything, so it could be from the old master cylinder that they replaced. It could have been leaking right there. Maybe they changed this thinking it was the problem, but then in turn had to change this after a while. But you would change this if it was leaking a lot of fluid down here, or the brakes wasn't having good pressure. A common thing to replace these are the seals in here, the cup seals or whatever. For each piston that has a seal, and if those are leaking, then you're not gonna have good pressure, and you need good pressure to have, well, when you press the brake pedal, it pushes on a rod, pushes a piston over here and a piston over here, and when the piston gets past the hole, that makes the pressure, and then it pushes brake fluid out of here. And well, if you don't have pressure, well, then you don't have very good brakes, and so it's kind of a big deal that you got to change that. And battery's low, okay. And then you got a primary and a secondary, and if one fails, then the other one would work. Like if this side would fail, then it would still, with the rod, you'd still push it and it would mechanically still work because you'd still be pushing fluid out this way. It just, the rear brakes wouldn't have any pressure, but the front would. And even with the fronts working, you'd still be able to stop, kind of. I mean, the idea is to have them both, but as long as one isn't working, to still be able to stop safely. But really, that's all I could tell you. It's full now, and yeah, it's actually me. I'm not sick with COVID. At least I don't think so. Still waiting on a test. But yeah.